Alright guys, well, we're just about finished with this. Looks nice and straight. I ran out of bolts here for the night, and I gotta get a short piece up here to finish it up. It's about 6 foot there roughly. We're gonna go out past a little bit, about an inch, and when we put this plate up along the side there, if we do put a plate or whatever, we can tie into the top plate. We decided to go with pressure treated here on steel. You should always do pressure treated on steel and concrete. And so I have to go down and get some more bolts. So I'll just call it quits here for the night. There's a hole right there to put in. Yeah, I really like it. I don't know what you guys see, but that's straight as an arrow to me. So then we'll mark where the trusses sit, and then when we put the truss here again where I was talking about, we'll put another piece on top of this yet in between the trusses. Try to get the back wall done to tomorrow sometime, and then we can work all the where the trusses are sitting, and we'll be about ready. I am going to take one of the wagons. I don't know if I talked about that before. We're going to make a platform on top, some 2x6s, and then set some 2x4s up there, and then pull it through the barn here. You can stand on top of the wagon, and you'll be 8 feet away from the bottom truss. So top plate of the truss, I guess what you want to call it, but you'll see what I mean when we do it. All the equipment has to get out of here, cleaned up, and we'll park it out in the field when the ground's frozen. It'll sit there until we're done, and hopefully the ground's frozen when we pull it back out of the field. Truss truck will come here and sit right in the front. We have a nice big parking lot there for the truss truck, and they'll bring them right up over here, and we'll start there at the house and work our way this way. Just a short update. Getting ready to get down. Hey, good evening guys, just a short update here. Well, you can see we're ready for trusses now. Worked today for about 4.5 to 5 hours, and the back wall top plate's on. We used galvanized bolts to lag it on there yet. So I just want to give you some specs of this building. This building is again 75 feet wide, 160 feet long, 16.8 to the bottom of the joist, or the truss, you want to call it. So it gives us a 16.8 clearance once we come inside here. 16 foot on the front. So yeah, gorgeous day here in Pennsylvania. A little cool, but we did have a snow squall come through, and I'm just cleaning up here, and all this equipment has to go out, and I'm gonna put a platform on top of this wagon so we can pull it through the center of the barn when we start setting the trusses to hand 2x4s up. So we'll probably build that Saturday, and then Thursday's the big day. We used the first truss sits up on a 2x8, so that's more than enough to carry the weight of that. I was really impressed how this building is turning out. Come over here to the corner, show you what a little bit did. They did send in some angle iron along, and wasn't very impressed with that. So we used 2 pressure treated 2x10s. So the front I-beam is nice and straight. Kind of see what we did here for the corner. Everything's bolted. We have a string up from the top. So yeah. Walk up behind here, and we got the back wall braced. I gotta get a couple more bolts here to bolt the top header plate on. Might have to get more 2x4s. It's going to take about 570 16 footers, and then we have a skid of 294, which I used probably 30 of them out of this skid here of 2x8s, and they will go in the peak. And we'll make video here as we're putting it up, doing it, and we'll have 3 crews here. The truss set these trusses, and then tin's coming on Wednesday morning for the roof. So I'm hoping Thursday evening I'll have a roof over my head and get to see it completed here within a week. It's been a crazy, not even a year. We moved up here June the 9th of 2021. Here we are at February the 10th. And in that time, we tore down that barn was standing here, that dairy barn, 6 bay. So we run our line string on the back to make sure the wall's good and straight. I don't know if you can see the pink string here or not, but it looks good. And 2 bolts per post. This is the overkill. I did it every 4 feet, so every one of these truss will sit on. And I just figured the wind's coming right down on here just to shove it and stuff. I think we're gonna have we're happy what we did. So we offset the splices on the board, so there's a splice on one side and there's not, so not everything's runs in the same spot, and that makes it really nice. So yeah, so I'm taking off tomorrow for a little bit. Saturday I'll go get some more materials and stuff there to finish up the bolts up here, and make sure everything's tight. I'll go down and make sure everything that doesn't have bolts in, put bolts in and snug them up, because once the trusses are here, we want to get the tin on as fast as we can. I'm going to climb up here 1 minute and see what it looks like going down on the building. It's no small building, that's for sure. Double header. This is where the truss will actually sit, right on top. 2 bolts. Very happy. I'm freezing now. So I'm waiting for a welder to show up here tonight, and he's gonna look at this job. We got weld these pipe in each corner, right up there. They go on a 45. It stiffens the front up, and then these plates here get welded in where the truss is gonna come on top to run a 2x6 up to the truss. The bottom of the truss there to keep it supported going backward and front like this. So the pipe go for this way, and these brackets go back and forth. So I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll try to do another update video Monday or Tuesday, and then Thursday is the big day. So we'll talk to you later, guys. Have a great weekend, and enjoy your Saturday.